Are you sick and tired of sitting at home, painting minis by your own, and nobody to talk to except your Servitor Skull? I have a solution to your troubles and worries. And that is without having to go out and mingle with those normies who only talk about inflation, house prices, and their obsession with the latest AI trends. Absolute filth. It is time for you, my dear one, to get into Magic the Gathering. But Yami, you say, I don't even play Magic the Gathering. I don't own a single card and I have no idea what to buy. Ah, fear not, my adept, I shall guide you. So the year is 2022 and we got blessed with 4 Magic the Gathering decks. These 4 decks have all been blessed with a seal of perfection and even have their own artwork made just for them. But how do I buy these decks, Yami? Even that they were originally released back in 2022, they're still being printed and you can find them at your local game store, online, or if you're bold enough, you can buy the cards separately and make your own little decks. There are a ton of deck lists online if that is the path of the Omnissiah you have chosen. The simplest is just to buy one of these 4 precons and just get started. The precon also includes 1 life tracker, deck box, and tokens to match your deck. The only things I recommend you to buy as extras are some dice and sleeves for your new cards. But Yami, how will this help against my loneliness, you may ask? Isn't Magic the Gathering only for sweaty nerds who smell like ostbågar? While those types of subhumans can appear once in a Terran moon cycle, the Magic the Gathering community have exploded in popularity thanks to the mode Commander and their other Universes Beyond series, which at the moment include a lot of popular fictions and famous Vox movies. I am myself a huge fan of my Mothman deck from the fictional world of Fallout. At my local game store in my Forge city, the Friday evenings are all dedicated to Commander players, and it's absolutely packed with fellow humans of all ages and genders. It's a delightful mix, and as long as you have a deck ready, you can just ask to join a group. Yes, that is another thing that is quite different from the old times. In Commander, you play in what's called a pod of 4 people, so you will for sure get your social interaction quota filled. A game usually takes around 1 hour, so be sure to fill up with Recaf or Tana before you start. I do not recommend to bring a bottle of Amsac. I've seen some games turn into actual chaos-filled screaming matches with chairs being thrown. In this Vox series, I will guide you on the different decks and how to play. We will start with the forces of the Imperium. Are you feeling like your love for the Emperor is not enough? Want to show the world how your heart will always belong to the mighty Golden One? This deck are 3 colors: Träsk, Slätter, och Ö. The pre-chosen commander of this deck is Inquisitor Greyfax, but as someone that does not have a good standing with the Inquisition, I'm not a fan of her. I don't think anyone that has an entire attic filled with Necron tech will be in good standing with the Inquisition, Master. Now you hush, Lukia. Back to sorting cards for Master. You guys heard nothing, okay? Greyfax as your commander will boost your other creatures, and of course, she will investigate. If you don't want to play Greyfax as your commander, you can instead choose to play Marneus Calgar. He plays a bit different and will instead fill your field with those big, chunky blue Astartes tokens. Their color identity is white mana though. This deck has so many incredible and cool legendary creatures that you will for sure recognize. My personal favorite, totally not biased, is our blessed Master of Masters, Archmagus Dominus himself, Belisarius Skull. He will pump out Astartes warriors and have a nice synergy with artifacts. If you prefer to make yourself the enemy of the playing pod, I recommend you to play Camisar Severina Rain as soon as possible. She is one of the best cards in this deck and a true force to be reckoned with. She is truly blessed by the Emperor in power scale and abilities. Just a heads up, if you decide to change your commander, you need to update your main deck as the commander rules. You can only play cards in your deck that matches your commander's color identity. Depending on who you choose as your commander for this deck, it will play differently. That said, some of the more powerful cards in this deck are Triumph of Sath Catherine, Celestine the Living Saint, and They Shall Know No Fear, and Skullclamp. You will for sure not be disappointed in what fierce fighters from the Imperium that are included in this deck. Some of these are Inquisitor Eisenhorn, Redemption Dreadnought, Grey Knight Paragon, Calidus Assassin, Sicarian Infiltrator, Sister Hospitaller, and Sister Repentia. And of course, we cannot forget the Emperor's finest, Sister of Silence, Vexillus Praetor. Oh yeah, golden bananas! We also have some fantastic spells to boost your army and truly make your deck shine the brightest, such as For the Emperor, Launch the Fleet, Exterminatus. And don't worry about the heresy of all these sorcery and instants. They are approved by the Imperium. The last fantastic cards I want to show you are the Golden Throne, Inquisitorian Rosette, Reaver Titan, and the Flesh is Weak. As I said in the beginning of this Vox, the deck have new artwork and comes with matching 40k lands, so you don't even have to think about having a nice mana curve. It's already decided. Remember, everyone has been a beginner once, so don't be afraid to ask for help or advice when you play. There are 3 more 40k decks, and I will of course cover them for you here on my channel. So what in the name of the Omnissiah are you waiting for? Go into the Noosphere, order your deck, and get ready to serve your Emperor. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and if you want to see my weekly adventures with my Magic the Gathering decks, feel free to follow me on the Bird app, where I post all the Scarab is eating all your rares, master. Ja, men vad i självaste fan!